Welcome to the test final revelation. I'm also wearing a pink shirt too. Now, this is supposed to be the final revelation of the test trilogy. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what project this is, but let's find out. Tell you my innermost dark secrets. Here we go. Before experiencing the test final revelation, it is highly recommended that you've played its prequels, The Test and The Test Hypothesis Rising first, before venturing into this experience. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the first two titles, and this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examination left off. I would like to urge you to go and play the test followed by the test Hypothesis Rising now before venturing forward and follow the instructions listed throughout the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the tests in the order they're meant to be taken in. Well, with the exception of the Batman games, I usually play games in the right order. Would you like to close this game now so you can test? I've got a YouTube channel to prove it. Well then, let us continue. Well, I've got Old Faithful here. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty. Of course, Scout's honour. I was never a scout, I was a brownie. And that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you misanswered, and be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. I said before I have the attention span of a chihuahua, but I promise. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I'll come back to you, so that you will never feel alone. My spirit will push through, your heart will forever be my home. Isn't that lovely? Hang on, I'm not wearing headphones. Is that? No. I will come back for you so that you may never feel alone. Now I've read that bit. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace so long I've missed. My soul, my love I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven, and as you've rescued me from my hell. That's so sweet. That should be on a Valentine's Day card. Or an anniversary card. Oh, hello. Fate, hey, how's it going? No matter what happens, I will always love you. I love you too, but only as a friend. Choice? What? Are you the guy from person? Non-binary character from the first game? You got the plague mask, do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you, we are going to find a way out of here. I have no clue what's going on. I need my water bottle full of Ribena. Oh. I wasn't expecting you so soon. So you're Destiny? Hey. My name's Pure. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. Boy, you must have a lot of time on your hands. A few of my former colleagues you may have met. And a slew of questions you've answered without regret. Oh great, he's rhyming too. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. We're in a Disney movie, aren't we? No, not Disney movie. A Shakespeare play. Oh, I hate Shakespeare. Oh, my school play. Oh. I will peel the emotion from your soul. Gotta go with that. I'll make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Okay. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wings or devil's hand. That was a terrible half rhyme. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss if your answers lack the guidance of truth. Then your final destination will be rather uncouth. I used to read poetry on stage, by the way. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. From destiny. Oh boy, I need to get you a rhyming dictionary. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Well, I have my off days, but I know what I'm good at. I mean, okay, I'm closer to 30 than I am to 20, but I still have time on my side, and there's plenty of people who have, well, they were in the golden years when they made it. And what better way to end it than going out with a bang? Like Captain Moore, he was 100 years old. May God rest his soul. He did laps around his garden for the NHS during the beginning of you know what. And then he got his knighthood. And sadly, even though he's no longer with us, he did something amazing. Anyway, back to this. I'm going to say no because I have self-esteem and I've got time to learn. And it depends who you asked of who's good enough. Because you got to remember, you're the love interest in someone's story and the enemy, but you're the main character in your own. So, no. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? Oh boy, yes. But those relationships, friendships, be specific, they're out. They're gone. I've got better friends who appreciate me. And I really learnt that after my brother's funeral. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? A little. I mean, I'm a creative person. And creative jobs aren't taken nearly as seriously as practical jobs. So sometimes yes, sometimes no, but when I get that little extra boost, that's all it takes, so I'm going to say no. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? I don't know how to answer that. I mean, what do you mean trapped in limbo? Like, am I progressing anywhere, or I'm stuck doing the same thing over and over again? because there's no day that's exactly the same. So, no. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? I mean, I get annoyed by them sometimes, but not overwhelmed, no. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yeah. Sometimes. But more times than no. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way they deserve to be treated? Yes. My good friend, who I'm going to call Elizabeth, she bought me my first ever pumpkin spice latte. I didn't even ask her to. We were walking past Starbucks one time after an evening out, and I said, "Have you ever had a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte?" She says, "No, you want me to buy you one?" And it was just like, "What? You're buying something for me?" He says, "Yeah, I'll go buy you one. Try it for yourself." And, as a friend in the toxic group who has always been the giver and never been given anything back equally, it was a total shock. Thank you, Elizabeth. So yes, my new friends definitely do. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? Well, it would be really hard. Like that picture of that soldier who was the last one at the veterans gathering. But no, I wouldn't be. I mean, you can't escape death, and I'm getting major Unasanas vibes right now, but I'm not afraid. I would be sad, but I'm not afraid. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? No. I'm a good person, I've got nothing to fear. I'm more afraid of losing everyone and leaving behind everyone. So, no. Yes. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Oh boy. You mean my entire school life? And a little, I mean, my new friends who I have now, the friends I deserved, they're great, but my only friend who's a gamer is all the way in the Midwest United States. And I'm the only one in my friend group in England who doesn't have kids. So, yes. Do you ever feel like a burden? No. Do you ever feel left out? Oh boy, again, my entire school life. But yeah, I do. Doesn't everybody though? Have you ever felt like a failure? I've never considered that. I mean, I did when I was in school. How many times am I going to say school in this video? But recently, no. I've accomplished a lot. I mean, I'm a one-woman crew. I've been making videos that my old teachers would be gawking at because, well, I was looking if I could spell my own name. So, no. Have you felt like you weren't attractive enough? No. Have you ever worked yourself sick? No. And I'll tell you this, a burnout is not a badge of honour. It's serious. You have to take a break every once in a while. But that's not an excuse to be lazy either. So, no. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Occasionally. My brain's more active at night. One time I don't want it to be active. So I'll say yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? Nope. He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes. Those who don't ask is a fool forever. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Yes, actually. Not constructive criticism, just like trivial things like, how dare you don't agree with everything I say kind of people. So, yeah. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? I can't say. mean, definitely not my parents. And all my friends are interested with my creative work. Probably no. No, I don't. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Well, I think my purpose is to entertain with my creativity. So, do I wonder? Maybe I do. So I'll say yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Oh yeah. Hey, when in Rome. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Oh, doesn't everyone? Yes. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? No. And again, I've said this in the other two videos. Drama or acting, performing arts can do wonders. Because I'm entirely different socially when I was 12. Like, my teacher, bless her, she would say, Katie, speak up, I can't hear you. Now, it can't shut me up. I'm more comfortable, I have confidence. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? Well, my bedroom window, you see, I can see things outside my bedroom window, like the street lamps and the trees, and the moon. It's nice looking at the moon. But just pitch black out of, well, a window, especially in my kitchen, that is a bit uneasy, but I'm going to assume my window, my bedroom, so no. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you're certain that you've already locked them? Well, I've got the attention span of a chihuahua, so yes. Better safe than sorry. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? Well, it's the 3rd month of the year. I don't know where January and February have gone because they're like the slowest months of the year. You know what I mean? So, no. I didn't know what my thinking was like. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Too fast or wasted? I mean, I had goals set for 2021, but you know what? Not that I'm using this as an excuse. It was like, nope. And of course, some people I won't mention. But that's different if I'm not able to do it, if I'm stuck. I had no choice. I mean, before the pandemic, people were getting renovations. And then we had to go into lockdown and they were just left with bare walls and bare wiring. Oh, that was awful. Not for me because it didn't happen in my house, thankfully. But for those who did, my heart goes out to them. They've been with electricity and running water for who knows how long. So, moving too fast. I blink and it's December. That's happened before. Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? Nope. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? I don't know. Am I? Well, I said no. Wrong kind of no, I know. But no. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Depends what clothes they're wearing. If they're wearing a swastika on their shirt, then yes, I will judge them. But if their clothes are torn or dirty, I'll think, why are they in that situation? It's awful. So, okay. Well, you said in the first video, think of scenario. So if I came across someone who had dirty clothes on that were very, very worn out, then no, I would think, That poor human is very down on their luck. So I would say no. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Have you ever been bullied by someone you care about? Oh yeah. Another toxic friend. Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? Nope. I was just far too nice when I was a kid. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? I don't think I have, no. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Well, yes, because it's more of a time thing. Like, I'm thinking I don't have time for this if there's a long queue or something. And forget about the British stereotype of us liking, enjoying queuing. Oh, I hate that. But it's like, if it's too busy, it's going to be a time thief. And I can do something else somewhere. Probably more enjoyable too. So I'll say yes. Would you sometimes rather be alone and surrounded by people you care about? Well, I hardly see the people I care about, so no. I need my social life. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Nope. Again, performing arts, confidence, build it. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people, even when they do something that bothers you? No. I'll be polite. Here's a rule. Be polite first. Don't give them any bullets to fire. If they're rude, go for the kill. So no. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? Not really. I mean, perhaps. I mean, I'm not getting younger, I'll admit. And I know I've got to do some things when I'm older. So I'll just say no. Cross the bridge when you come to it. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? I think it depends on the situation. I mean, creative work can take somewhere between 10 seconds and 10 years. But if you're really passionate about it, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done loads of work in progresses, especially in my teenage years. But as an adult, I've tried to break the habit. So I'm going to say no. I mean, I've been doing this channel for nearly 4 years now, so... Do you ever feel like you're failing those who care about you most? I mean, I'm in a small family, but I'm there for my friends when need be, especially my godkids. Like, I never forget their birthdays and they love getting the packages from Auntie Katie. So, I'll say no. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? Nope. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Nope. Have you ever carried an object around that made you feel more comfortable? No. Well, I don't know. Maybe when I was a kid, but not as an adult. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? Yes, I would, because you just read the files from my computer. Well, based on your answers you provide me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? Well, I'm not Markiplier, am I? Nope. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Here we go. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me anyhow. It probably sounds a bit prejudiced, but... Alright, we don't group people. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes, I love animals. I like them better than people. Okay, not people, a-holes. But technically people are animals. But if they've got long ears and a lot cottontail, yeah, definitely. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say they care? No. Have you met my mother? She is brutally honest. You can tell because she used to be a teacher. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? No? Dramatic pause, much? I'm going to have to stop you here. Why? The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. Is that a threat? If you can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. Well, I've answered the other two games, honestly. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. Bunnies? You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out. Well, this is interesting. Which will show me that your mind is pondering about. I can tell you that easily. Bunnies, Harry Potter, Disney, and the colour pink. So feast your eyes upon the art. And let me into that precious heart. I know you're going to rhyme art with heart. For starters, what emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. What word best describes this picture best? Broken? Broken shards? What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystals, the portal, soul abduction, a mind in misery, celestial stair. It looks like a staircase, and it's got a star in the middle, so I'll go with that one. Very interesting. Moving on. Okay, juice break. I got stickers on it this time. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I would say mystic, but that's not on the thing, so chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture? I've got no ones. Exotic? Close to mystic? What do you think this picture is called? Corruption away, the birthing, blazing soul, destroyer of sense, darkness within. Blazing soul. Souls are mystic. I see. Next we have this one. Ooh, pretty. I like. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy. I like it. I like the blue. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It is symmetrical, so mirrored. I like symmetry. What do you think this picture is called? The Vault, Datacron, I See You, Reflection of the Universe, Shattered Worlds. Again, symmetry, so this one. Noted. Take a look at this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Okay, I'm thinking an angel's light or a heaven's light. So, if you see in heaven's light, it's not going to look good, is it? Unless I'm going to say relaxation. It's a nice picture. I like the artwork. What word do you feel describes this picture? Heavenly! What are the odds? What do you think this picture is called? Stairway, the rabbit. You can't just pick rabbit hole just because you have an unhealthy obsession with bunnies. Has to be heaven. That's peculiar. Why? How about this one? Ooh, reminds me of Maleficent, so joy. What word do you feel describes this picture? Eye, ring, abyss, abyssal. Darkness, lightning, blazing. I keep thinking ring, the circle. What do you think this picture is called? If it were up to me, Maleficent. Nest of darkness, the abyss, abyssal craze, shrouded misery, energy crown, darkness forming. Well, she is the mistress of evil. So, nest of darkness. And she's a dragon too. I'll make note of that. And this here. Ooh, nice. What emotion do you feel most present in this picture? Joy. I like the colours. Okay, picture. Cyclops because of the circle in the middle. No, wait, jungle because I can see leaves. What do you think this picture is called? Forest of depth. I see. Now this one. Space. Okay, that made me think of my brother. My brother is no longer with us. So, a little bit of depression, but I like the colours. So, this one. What word do you feel describes this picture? Planetary made me think of space, which is what made me think of my brother. Growth seed, Mother Nature's gift, forming earth, we meet again, angelic touch. Oh God. Is it reading my mind? Well, it made me think of my brother who's passed. So I'm going to say angelic touch. Oh, God, why? Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Mascara was expensive. I'm not wearing mascara, I'm wearing eyeliner. Oh boy. How about this? Ooh, fire! Definitely joy, because I like fire. I swear I'm not a pyromaniac. Ooh. Feel. Volcano. What do you think this picture is called? Arcing Blaze, yes. The most positive one. That's interesting that you say that. What about this one here? Ooh. Relaxation, I like the lighting. It looks like an eye. Cyborg, a computer eye, but futuristic. A Matrix. I'd say this one. Looks a good one. I'll make note of that. Now this one. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of childbirth. There's like an ink block test that they do stereotypically in movies. Relaxation. What the frick? Birth? This is spooky. Okay. Birth. What do you think this picture is called? Birthplace of Dreams? So, yeah. Interesting. Take a look at this. Ooh. Joy. I like it. Broken because of the shards. I broke you. Clever. It reminds me of crystals though, so the crystal verse. Huh? What do you mean, huh? We're almost done. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Again, I'm thinking of Maleficent, my favourite Disney villain. So, joy. Purple and greens go together. Arc, slime, vapor, melting, drool, vicious. As a dragon, she is vicious. What? The jowls of death. Well, Prince will pass me an answer for, so I'm going to say dark lights. Interesting choice. Let's see here. Ooh, reminds you of Phoenix. I like the Phoenix. Fire's involved with the Phoenix. Joy. Crown, sword, laser, sunlight, eclipse, solstice. I'd say sunlight, since fire and the new beginning. Like Luna said in Harry Potter, a circle has no beginning when asked what came first, the flame or the phoenix. And, well, a day is just one big circle when everything orbits. What do you think this picture is called? Sonic Boom, Red Angel, Solar Blade, Broken Seal, Disintegration Chamber. I'd say Angel. Angels have wings, as do phoenixes. Alright then. Just a few more. I thought that was the last one. Ooh, I like that. Joy. Sphere, yes. Technically all of these, but the thing I noticed most was the circle. So I'd say a sphere. Picture is called marble because it's a circle. That's surprising. Almost finished. You said that how long ago? Picture. I don't really feel anything towards it, so numbness. Gaseous. It does look like a nebula to me, so I will do that. Solar space. Definitely. Very good. Last one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I'd say relaxation because it looks heavenly to me. Void. Sound of silence. You're a Garfunkel fan? A tunnel? Or no, harmony because, well, it's harmony. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. Wash your hands first. This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. One year you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them your own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits a jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just put a present out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does this make you feel? Angry, they should share the prize. Jealous, I would buy them a ticket. Happy, good for them, I'm glad they won. Indifferent, that's the way life goes sometimes. Yeah, I would be angry, especially if they were, if it was that circumstance, so yes. Very well. And what would you wish to do in a situation? Let them be happy. It's just not worth the present time. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favourite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Yeah, I would, because, well, one, moral integrity, and two, it makes me the bigger person. So, yes. I see. Now you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money, there lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does it make you feel? I wonder why there's $1 million in Britain. Because here, it would be useless. Currency-wise, not so much, but how do I explain to the exchange bureau, place where you get your money for other countries from? Why's my mind gone blank? Like, can you please exchange this $1 million for pounds, please? Okay, how would I feel? Scared, there's blood in there. Anxious, what if someone comes for the money? Excited, I'm about to be rich. Indifferent, none of my business. I wouldn't wonder where the blood's come from. I'll just hope it's red ink. And what would you do in a situation? I would tell the authorities, of course. Call me a goody two-shoes, but come on. At least they've got DNA tracking stuff. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? Yes. Yes it would, because I wouldn't be scared. I would leave it. So, and there's one, how do I exchange it without looking sus? And two, someone might have dropped it there or left it there for safekeeping, so I'm not going to be that kind of person. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night when you're alone and you're just about to fall asleep. Again? And tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. You want my soul? Of course. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he'll let you choose one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what these bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? I know people in law. I know enough law to see a sucker a mile away. Yeah, the devil is in my room. I would be suspicious. I don't think the devil truly exists. Intrigued. I wonder what he's willing to offer me. Angry, I want him out now. Yeah, get out of my room, bad energy. The devil then goes to assure you that whether or not you believe him truly to be the devil, he surely is, and to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess, and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. A split second. There's a reason why I don't have mushrooms on my pizza. In that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world. Well, I remember playing this game, about the old vicar who did something in, I don't know what he did. It was a Michaela Laws game. She played the devil, or a devil. But apparently there are loopholes. Okay, well, since you're offering, maybe there are loopholes. What if I'm all the wealth and power in the world, if I use it for good? I could end world hunger. I could rid the world of evil. Well, of assholes at least. Buy a better battery for my computer. Help my friends. End poverty. Bring justice to the world. Back from the dead, what happens when they die again? I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. But if I could change the world with all the wealth and power, I could do a lot of good. Why not? You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. I see. I see what he has to offer, so I'm taking what I agree to. Civilization about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. Oh great, flashbacks of The Walking Dead. I so wanted those. You watch as everyone you know become gravely ill and turns except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Sad, I don't want the world to end. Excited, I've always fantasized about a zombie apocalypse. Scared, I don't know if I could survive that long. Indifferent, this is life now. I'll be bloody terrified. I mean, deep down, don't we all want an apocalypse? No, we don't. So yeah. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes. God knows what I would prevent. Something awful, probably. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and then maybe one day you'll get the position that he had to promote to your other employee as a favour for a friend. How does this make you feel? I would be angry. Any decent person would be angry, so... Betrayed, yes. I'd feel all these emotions really, but have been different. So I'd be angry and... Well, let's just say I know things, so I'm going to end it there. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. You mean tax evasion? What would you wish to do in a situation? Okay. Okay, another lesson from your favourite YouTuber, but he's not here, so you're going to have to listen to me. Get as much evidence as you can and keep it. Also, say very little. Only ask questions, don't give answers. Oh, the things I could do. But seriously, look after yourselves. I would love to push my boss's buttons. If he's only doing for a favour, then that's moral corruption. And not to mention unprofessionalism. So, why not? If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favour over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? If someone was more deserving of it, then yes. Because I don't like the idea of just being somewhere because someone owed someone a favour. It looks really bad too. So no, I wouldn't. I see. Very interesting. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realise that someone is watching you from your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight before the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? All of these? Well, apart from secure, I call the police first, so I am in the kitchen. That's where the knives are. So, I wouldn't know what's about to happen, but if I have a knife, unless they bring a gun and I'm buggered, I'd be protective. I would. I would alert the entire house, phone the police, get to a safe spot, alert all my neighbours, all my friends, so they know what's happening. You just don't know. People can only help you if they know what's going on. So, protective. And what do you think you do in a situation? Yeah, lock the doors and call the police. Seriously, if that happens, please call the police. Don't try to be a hero. Defend yourself by all means, but just don't do anything stupid. He's basically just saying what I just said. What are the odds? Alright, lock the doors. Well, if you lock the doors, then you're trapped. And they could do anything outside the house, like start a fire or ram their car into the wall. If you're out of the house and you go to the neighbours, then the more attention it brings, the more they'll get scared. So, I would go to the neighbours. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not of a human being, would your answer change at all? I would assume it was a mask, so no. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly to announce some grave news. It turns out you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You'll be needed to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again, just being kept alive on machine in a vegetative state. This is basically how my brother would have ended up. God, I can't cry. It's no way to live. Oh, God. If you didn't know, my brother had profound disabilities. He wasn't paralysed, but it's no way to live being totally dependent on 24/7. And if anything happened to me or my parents, who would look after him? And we can't guarantee it'll be the same care. Just pull the plug. It's no way to live. Just let me die. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spending it with friends and family, pursuing all the dreams I haven't yet accomplished, making the world a better place, all in self-pity. Now spend it with family and friends. We'll all go to Disneyland. There are diseases out there that can put you in sort of uncomfortable situation. Hang on, my throat is dry. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? Well, I grew up with a medical professional, who is my mother. And mostly thanks to her, I've done a lot of things. Well, I haven't done a lot of things. Stupid things that could potentially put me in an unfortunate situation. So, again, onus on us again. What would happen if you only had, in this case, half a year to live? I would do things. It would motivate you for better. Noted. Okay. Oh boy. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since its birth. 3 years have passed. 3 years has passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You've only had 2, not including Digby. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. Yep, that's Digby. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes and you still haven't seen any trace of your 4-legged friend. This is sad. Until one morning, you awaken to the sound of familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbour in his late 80s is out of the front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the set time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbour says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back and we're together again. Oh boy." Come to find out, your elderly neighbour is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and the heartache of losing his wife just a couple of months prior to finding your dog. Oh boy, luckily Mama Gamer's a dementia champion as well. You go into their world, you don't bring them into yours. So, if someone in their 80s whose parents are most likely dead, and they say, "I need to speak to my parents," you say, "Okay, what do you need to talk to your parents about?" You don't say, "Your parents are dead." Can you imagine that? This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood coming back to his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after. And you know that telling the man isn't really his dog and it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him take the dog and choose to visit him daily and to play and go out for walks? Oh boy, that would be so cruel. I would let him keep the dog. It would, believe it or not, it would actually help with dementia because there's this care home in Amsterdam, I think, somewhere in the Netherlands, that has an old-fashioned, well, I'd say old-fashioned. The residents who live there, they think they're in their old homes from when they were in their youth. And it would be set like in the 60s or the 70s, and it's just like how they imagined it. So if they wander off, the staff know where to find them. And that actually can help because it would relieve anxiety. And I can't go on because it's so sad and I'm still not over talking about my brother. Ugh. You're enjoying this, aren't you? So it would help. It would relive memories. And fun fact, Eileen Woods, I want to say, the original voice actress for Cinderella in the Disney Cinderella, she sadly got dementia before she passed away. And when they played all the songs she sang in the movie, it was like the old Eileen was back. So let the man keep the dog. I'm rambling too much. Did the story make you sad at all? Yes. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? Yes, I can. Next question. Let's say that you're I'm not even surprised. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer. Oh great, I'll be in an Ellen Neal video. I'll say that without laughing. I will be in a YouTube video made by Ellen Neal, or Bailey Sarian. And you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Jigsaw? I haven't even seen the movies. Now let's also say that you are given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth However, you're bound to 2 potential options and only 2. Hey, 2 is better than 1. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plan to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the progress. Or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. Well, making their lives better won't make them get over my death. But if I could prevent more lives being, you are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? I always said if I ever became a ghost, I would haunt everyone. What the hell, someone else can do it. I'm staying with my friends and family. Do you think you have what it takes to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? I can guarantee I could do that when I'm alive. Yes. Do you believe that the scenario is possible? It could be. I mean, psychologically speaking, it could be, like that PSA advert of the dad who drunk drive and he hit a little boy on the way home and all he can see is the child's dead body. Ugh. So, yeah, why not? Psychologically wise, of course. If a situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I want their presence around me. Because even in death, I'm not done with them yet. May they rest in peace until I get there. So, I want them around. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognise yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. I know my mother will be watching this video. There's a sticky note on the television that says, press play, so you're obliged to note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. It's the Vampire Diaries. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years you repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. Who comes up with these scenarios? Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and to continue to progress your life, even though you don't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you are being, repeating the same day over and over again and living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose to do? Well, they're not going to be that much different. I'm going to be watching the video every day probably. Well, not if I leave a sticky note around. So, either way, I'm going to lose my memory, so I'll say, what's the point? Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years even though they felt like it was for your own good? Yeah, I would. 20 years is a long time. If your best friend was in a situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would make the video because they can't hide your feelings. Oh, this is dark. Do I have dementia? No, I had a brain injury. It sounds like dementia sometimes. I tell them the truth. They would like that. I will know of your answer. You come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the raiding of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. If they're not my parents, then yeah, I can assume that. From what you gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragical, brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents once the trance had worn off that they repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. Yes, that's a real thing. I've heard of that. Bloody hell. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult, while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Well, if I killed my old parents, they'd probably had it coming. Why did I say that? I don't know. So, what's next? Would you resent your parents? No, because clearly they did a better job than my real parents. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? Yes, most people wouldn't do that. And if they were successful, would you feel betrayed by your parents? Well, sometimes secrets are meant to be kept, so no. Would you confront your parents about the articles you found? Yes. Why bother hiding the truth? If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? Probably. I mean, if they progressed because they weren't told of what they did, that's probably the reason. And when you're a child, it's vulnerable. Well, the vulnerability is sky high. But in order to process it properly as an adult, I would do the same. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns, laying waste to any survivors in their paths, in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. Well, they're buggered because what they're going to do? You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. Well, I've just made some enemies. You decide to venture into a neighbouring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? If they had just asked nicely to have me pull my weight tomorrow, I would share it with them. But since they didn't and said, hey, you're on your own, your problem now. Just to fend for myself, not even giving me a bottle of water. That's not even a canned Coke. Like 300 mils, never mind 2 litres. No, I'm petty that way. If you could choose to only tell someone of a soldier about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile a soldier who exiled you, would you do it? Yeah, I would. I'm petty. If it comes to the apocalypse and I'm on my own and I'm being treated badly, it's their own fault. And who knows, they could just do the same again with me. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you have it based on sharing and compassion. I know it's contradictory to what I just said, but if I'm loved, I'm more likely to be protected. So, sharing and compassion. Basically, be Hans from Frozen. You know, when he was opening the palace gates to everyone who was freezing because of Elsa's powers and saying, here's a blanket, if you go in the castle, there's hot broth. Oh boy. Yeah, that's all my head's full of Disney. I mean, I've got Minnie Mouse in my water bottle. Oh boy. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share it with you on the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? I'd let them keep it because, well, like I said, it gives them bullets to fire if I do steal it. So, very interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering that myself. I don't know what I'm going to think when I edit this video. Well, that wraps up this portion for the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? I've done would you rather. My difference here, Reddit's not involved. Moral dilemmas, abound from what I can gather. Will you answer clearly, crisp and concise? Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love the most? I don't like abandonment, but it's the person I love most, not the person who loves me the most, so I'm abandoning them. Would you rather have friends in high places? I should explain myself before I read the next question. Sorry to do that. There's an old, I want to say Irish saying that goes, marry the person who loves you, not the person you love. Or don't marry the person you love, marry the person who loves you. I think it was that last one. My mind's boggled. And it makes sense. Because if you love them and they don't love you, no, just no. It's incredibly, incredibly sad. And there's a few couples I can think of who are like that. But if you marry someone who loves you, well, you hit the jackpot. And the question did say, abandon the person you love the most, not the person who loves you the most. So, read between the lines. Anyway, let's move on. Would you rather have friends in high places who get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you? Oh, I could use that to my advantage for the first one. But then again, if you look at history, look what happened, especially with the Nazis. So strong a bond. You don't know what will happen. You know who your friends are. Will they visit your grave when you die? Would you rather find $10,000 and keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 and have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? 4 ways, so 1 for me, 1 for my dad, 1 for my mum. Who's the 4th person? It's family and friends, not just family. So, yeah. I know who the closest friend is. Coriander, I've got you, girl. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? Definitely the first one, because then They can use that as an advantage of saying, you got no proof. Say she's crazy. Crazy, yeah. So, as horrible as it sounds, I'd rather cheat my partner. It doesn't say how I'd cheat my partner. Then we get caught. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? Oh. Okay. If I'm on my own, it'll be easier. Because if you've got a child to feed, oh boy, that's heartbreaking. But getting rich through illegal means. What's illegal? Human trafficking is a no-go. Drugs? Extortion? Forgery? Money laundering? But what's the risk of being caught and incarcerated? Because then you really are poor. What if I only did it once? It wouldn't last that long, would it? It's not worth the jail time. Honestly and sincerely. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favourite pet or press a button that would kill your favourite family member? Alright, if I kill a favourite family member, I'm going to hurt a lot more people. I mean, pets die eventually. Oh dear Lord. Oh, it's awful. I'm sorry, I have to be the pet. Let's say if I kill one of my cousins, their siblings and their parents and friends are going to be devastated. I can't live with that. If I kill one of my aunties or uncles, someone's going to be widowed. Oh, awful. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? Well, here in England, well, Britain, we're protected from that kind of thing, so... But what if No, I couldn't. I just reread the question. I would rather get fired because at least I have experience on that job, and also if I play my cards right, I'm not saying anything else. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? My best friend's partner plays the Xbox, so I'm not touching him. Okay, step-sibling. They're not related to you, only by marriage, so it might be weird, but what the heck. At least it's not incest. Ugh, I hate that word. And I would never betray my best friend, especially since he plays the Xbox. I'm looking at you, Xbox. I call him Xbox because he plays the Xbox. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. You're lucky you're my friend. Xbox. Sleep with my step-sibling. Ugh. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and that 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and that your best friend die? I'm going to be selfish. Me and my best friend have been a lot. She has kids, a husband, and family. Her youngest is 4. I won't let her go out, live life without a mother. So, save my friend. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? With the free food, I can sponsor a child in a third world country with all the money I'm going to save. And I can give free food to people everywhere. So, with that thinking, Would you rather be rich without family or poor but with family? I can make my own family. Poor with family? What kind of family do you mean? Do you mean husband and kids? Or parents? Okay. I would never want to live in poverty. I've seen what it does to people. It makes you do dangerous things, puts you in dangerous situations, and I would hate to be caught stealing in order to, well, stay alive, survive. Surviving is not living. So, as awful as it is, I'd rather be rich. But I would use my riches to help the poor. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy, but have to destroy the money immediately afterwards? Then what is the point? And is there a microphone? I mean, there is a microphone, but I know I'm talking too fast, but what's the point in stealing the money if you can't use it? So I'd rather steal the food. I'll be Aladdin. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? If it's only 4 years, then I'll serve in the military. I'd be very lousy in the military. I could do nursing, no, I've been trained. Would you rather always be travelling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? Right, well, my granddad said if you're in a fast car, you can speed away from danger. But, however, if you're in the speed limit, we have speed limits for a reason. If I knocked over someone, I wouldn't live with that, so below the speed limit. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life, or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Sex can relieve stress, so every day, why not? God, I can't believe I just answered that. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? I'm going to have liver problems. I could probably get cancer from the alcohol. If it's only for 10 years, granted, but what is the point? And I could turn into an alcoholic. I could lose so much money. But then again, I could be addicted to drugs as well. Drugs are more expensive than alcohol. Don't ask how I know that. If I do it in small sips, it doesn't help that my great aunt owned a pub. Be an alcoholic. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved, youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? I think being dead part would be the bigger disappointment, so... I mean, there are a lot of people who don't get lucky enough to live till the 70s. So, I live a good life. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? I just said most of my friends have kids. I couldn't do that to a child, ever. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? Life's too short, in my opinion, so I'm sorry. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? Well, Jesus said, turn the other cheek, and yet God said, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So guess whose side I'm on? I'd rather punch a nun. And there are plenty of nuns I've heard of who I'd love to punch. Would you rather lose all your money you've earned this year, or lose all the memories that you've gained this year? Well, we're only 3 months into the year, so all the memories. I mean, all that's happened was my aunt's funeral in February. Oh, that'd be awful to live, but I've earned. Yeah, my memories. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win $10? Guaranteed 10. I'm cautious when it comes to gambling. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? I think how I die, not when I die, because I'm a procrastinator, so how I'll die, and I can freak people out as well. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? I like my hearing, so be underwater. I'll be a mermaid. Would you rather give up all the internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or the best internet in the world and never leave your house? Life is too short. I want to travel. I'll see my friends. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake-infested corridor? I've seen people walk across hot coals, so that one. I might step on a snake's tail and hurt it. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? I always liked the idea of being a judge. Well, when I was younger anyway. And if I get to decide how I execute them, fine with me. I'd rather be the judge. Also, I don't get how people can become executioners. Bloody hell. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? What's the difference? They're both unlucky. Well, if I have a demon, I might have a friend with me all the time. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? My ego is too fragile, so I'm going to marry someone who finds me attractive. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Life's too short. That I love doing. Better than nothing. I always say be grateful for what you have. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed and have to walk 100 miles to get home? Well, first of all, public exposure, indecent exposure, is illegal. 2, you could get nasty hypothermia or worse. 3, you got nothing to protect yourself. You can get athlete's foot. Ick. You could die from the cold. You could get nasty things. Sunburn. So, walk home. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab 100 out of the public toilet? A toilet is just a toilet. I'd rather take out the 100. And I could do so much good with that 100. I know how to disinfect things properly. I mean, thanks to 2020, everyone's got hand sanitizer. Put it under the hot tap, you're good to go. Just do it thoroughly. Would you rather have 100 of your favourite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favourite movies but never read a book again? What that mean? Wait a minute. No Disney movies? I'm not living in that world. My personal life goal is to see Disney's 100th movie. We've only got 40 more to go. So, books for movies. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late for everything or 22 hours early for everything? 2 hours early, then you're out of the house, you can prepare for whatever it is. So, 2 hours early. Early bird gets the worm. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? I don't want to be traumatized any more than I am now, so dead body. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? See what the future holds for me. There's no point in changing the past because it could either be something good or something bad. And if you don't know either of them, so what's the point? Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? One great friend. 100 friends. Mediocre. I'm done with mediocre. Especially toxic mediocre. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose one day of your life every day, every time you kiss someone? I like having teeth. And dentistry is expensive, so kiss. Would you rather win the lottery and lose a ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? There was nothing worse than having something ripped away from you, so let my worst enemy win the lottery. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? Love doesn't pay the bills, as cold-hearted as that is. Doesn't see how I can't have both at the same time. What am I saying? I'll have my dream job. I could find my love eventually. You're not the boss of me. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? A rewind button. That'd be very useful. I'm not going to say how, but use your imagination. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? I'd rather drown. Boiling is awful. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? I like a new friend. What do I spend the money on if I'm friendless though? Yeah, it's not worth it. Money can't buy everything. Make a new friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? Oh, that's awful. I come from a small family. I'd be on my own, but I had my friends. But still. Oh. This is tricky. I couldn't live with the guilt, so save my family. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about, they'll never find out it was you? I don't like being blamed for some things I didn't do, so... Oh, they'll blame. Because that's the worst feeling. I mean, I've heard people who've been put on death row for things they didn't do, and I can't imagine the relief and the resentment they must feel when they prove innocent. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Well, this is why we have contraception, like condoms. Ugh, but there's no guarantee I won't catch anything. Ugh. Sleep with my worst enemy. It's not worth it. Would you rather only eat food you didn't like or give up all liquids except for water? Water is actually healthy. So, all liquids. I'll be cleansed. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Well, I hope I do this anyway, especially with the TV. And if you got it at max volume, you won't be able to understand it anyway, and it would give you horrible tinnitus. Would you rather meet your hero and find out they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? I'd rather never meet my hero. It'd be too painful. Then you wouldn't have a hero anymore. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life, Or never have friends for the rest of your life? Never have a pet. Darn it. I need my friends. I love my friends. I've been given a second chance at having friends. I'm not going to lose it. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life, or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will be in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? Oh, why am I so selfless? Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not done yet. I was afraid of that. We have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. You missed him a bit. Pardon me. Poetry makes me thirsty. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. Got plenty of that. So one last time we sit together as we wait the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, don't say it like that, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Morbid, destructive, insane, unclean, volatile, impetulant. Insane? Don't ask questions. Resonates you in this very moment. Curious, intrigued, fascinated, interested, inquisitive. Not so inquisitive. I'm always talking and thinking. Far too much. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? Only white lies? That still counts. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? Yes, when I was a teenager. But I've learned better now. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Doesn't everybody? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? When I lost my temper, yes. Basically, it was like a spank, but... Have you ever blamed someone for something that they know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. No. If you abandon your pets, I'm coming for you. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? Nope. Have you ever stolen anything from someone that you cared about? Nope. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? Nope. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? Nope. Have you ever had romantic feelings with someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? I'll read that again. Have you ever had romantic feelings with someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Never been in a relationship, so no. Have you ever wished for death of someone who had wronged you? Yeah. When I was a teenager. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. No matter how angry I get, I would never wish that on someone I love. Because I know the saying, years of love can be forgotten in a minute of hatred. And it only leads to regret. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write anyone's name? Yeah, I would. And I think you know who I'm thinking of at this coming moment of time. I'm in Death Note. Oh, I could do so much good. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yeah, I could. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologise to them? No, I could be very stubborn. But if I feel strongly that those who did something they think earned an apology or owed an apology, then they're not really sorry. Wait, not sorry. they don't deserve it. I wouldn't be sorry. I wouldn't mean it. It'd be a lie. So, have I owed someone an apology but refused to? Yes, I have. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Actually, no. Should I be? I mean, you can have concern for a family who's in a bad situation. Even though it has nothing to do with you, you can still worry about them. Do you ever regret worrying too much? No, I don't think I have. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Yes. Do you ever feel not standing for yourself when you know you've been wronged? No. Wait, do you ever regret not? Yes. Oh boy. But I'm prepared this time. I'm wiser from the event. Do you ever feel like you've let others influence your decisions making too often? Too much? Yes. Especially by my toxic friends. One time I said I was going to dress up for Hermione for something, and they said, "There's no way you can be Hermione." True story. And I regret not being Hermione because I really wanted to be Hermione, but I didn't end up doing it. Oh boy. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? I pretty much do live an honest life, but I'll say yes anyway. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? I can't think of a scenario, but I think I'll say no. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had a chance to tell them something important? No. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? Not anymore, thank goodness. Do you ever feel like you'll prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? Well, you have to look after yourself. So, I'll say yes. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No, because I'm very stubborn. If it's not going to work out, if I'm not passionate about it, if I haven't got any idea of how to, bring it, then I just won't bother. I'm not going to watch a TV show I don't care about, even though everyone else is. I'm not going to do a project that someone tells me I have to do if I don't know what I'm doing. So, I say no. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? I really don't know. I am very lucky I have the resources I need in order to express myself. Also, my mum is a novelist. She's been helping me with my writing. I have technology, I'll say that. So, I'll say yes. I've got potential and I'm using it. Do you ever feel that your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Nope. Again, drama, confidence. Okay, I'm going to say performing arts, not drama, because drama can be something else. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? No one may, I probably have, so yes. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Well, here's the thing. There is someone I've got my eye on. The only snag is they live in a different country. But since then, there hasn't been anyone. Well, before the person I discovered, there hasn't been anyone who I've been attracted to. Because I am very, very picky. I'm so picky you think I was asexual. I'm not asexual. I'm boring old straight. But that's never happened, so no. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Nope. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? And this is just like in Soul, the Pixar movie, where Joe was so focused on his dream that he was forgetting to live. I mean, what's present now? Mother's Day is this Sunday. I've been doing things for Mother's Day. I've been thinking about my uncle's upcoming milestone birthday. I'll be getting Easter eggs for my godkids and my friends' kids. So, no. I don't think I do. To a healthy amount. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? I don't know. I think it's equal. I'm always included with my friends. My best friend never forgets my birthday. I mean, the fact that her kids call me auntie says a lot. I'll just say yes for the heck of it. No, not yes. I'll say no. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Which part of my family? That's the question. Yes, my best boy Murray, the best bunny. Do you ever make up excuses to go out to get out? Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? No, I'll be honest. Honesty may not get your friends. You may lose your friends from honesty, but it'll help you keep the right ones. I know a Beatle said that, and I don't like the Beatles, but it's true. If they understand that you don't want to, if you're doing it out of obligation, that's even worse. So, no. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? Nope. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? I don't know. I mean, I've stopped violent situations. So, I'll say no. Like, if I stop a fight breaking out, I'd say, don't do that, that's wrong. You, calm down. I'm Switzerland, basically. Neutral. Yes, that was a quote from Twilight. Don't worry, I've outgrown Twilight. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting that you are wrong? Yes, I do. It's always in the heat of the moment. Do you ever place the blame on your personal failures on someone or something else? No. Pardon me. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? Maybe as a teenager, so yes. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. What kind of question is that? Have you ever had any kind of relationship? Nope. With someone whom you didn't trust, you shouldn't have? Nope. Why did I say trust? I can't read. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? Nope. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Well, since I've adopted a low-carb diet, which has done wonders for me, and the rest of my family actually, I think I could do better. I don't know how, but I think I could. Like, drink more water, which is why I bought this 2-litre water bottle. I'll say yes. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? I want to say yes, but I can't think of a scenario. Maybe when they insisted on it. I can't be sure. I want to say yes. So, yes. I know why. I just did. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? No. That's awful. Do Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? No, because I don't give a shit about other people's expectations of me. It's my own business. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Nope. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have, rather than being grateful for what you do have? Well, everyone does that. But, you know that saying? I was resentful for having new shoes until I saw a man with no legs, or something like that. I'll say no. Because there are plenty of situations I've seen people in that made me think, I'm glad I'm not them. I'm grateful for this, especially the short stories on TikTok, so no. Have you ever witnessed someone being wrong but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? It's never happened. I mean, my mum has, with her work and everything. But I don't think I have. I'll say no. I mean, if you walk, you don't know what people are talking about when you walk past them. I mean, in an office building, you could hear someone getting sacked or, wrongly, but you don't know if it's wrong or not. And finally, it's been 2 hours nearly. Do you feel like you're a good person? Yes. Very interesting. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. Be careful. This is so preposterous, this simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. How many people have you said that to before? I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in return be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I'm forever shackled to the truth. From what I kind of took from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return I shall share this with you. This is what I see. You're sure you've sure been through a hell of a lot in life. Oh boy, you think? The life that you've managed to live and the things you've managed to experience will make so many others both jealous and thankful that they did not have to go through what you've managed to go through. Should I prepare a list? You are such a worrier. Aw, thanks. You're the embodiment of what is to be strong, a lot stronger than you even realise. I feel better now. One criticism I can offer you, though, if any, is that you need to lighten up at times, whether it be on others or more importantly on yourself. That's what the last video said. The burdens of the world are not on your shoulders. You can get stressed very easily. It's in your nature. Take some well-deserved time to yourself. You owe it to yourself, seriously. There's one major thing in your life that you really need to get a strong handle on, however, and that's your financial status. Good feelings gone. You're not secure enough for your own liking. You're not where you want to be forever, and you know it. True. You've still got time. The end of the world is not near, even though it may feel like it sometimes. You managed to get this far. You can get a whole lot further with just a bit more effort, but it's up to you to push hard. Remember, nothing in life lasts forever. This includes debt, but this also includes fortune. Okay. Everything can be turned around in the blink of an eye from one great decision. But be mindful, because everything can be taken away from you in that same blink of an eye too. Yeah. If there's anything you take away from this, please let it be this. Be positive, stay positive, and let your positivity become infectious. You must spread it around like the plague. Yeah, poor choice of words with the last 2 years. Just a good kind of plague, that's all. Your secret word is greed. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Alright. If you received an ending that you've already received before from previous examinations, remember we did not ask you your secret words prior to taking this test. That should be very telling if it means something very special. And your result was the same as something you got previously. We'd like you to add the phrase twin words next to your secret word in the comments. If you receive an entirely new outcome, then that means you've got multiple layers of things to work on in your journey. Or you may have an extra layer of depth to your personality. But not only will you know the answer to that, you've answered hundreds of questions, you found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about... Don't do this trick. You. Alright, okay. The reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables. That's not even a word, Katie. Variables. But they're not the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit as they judge us for in the end. It's called hypocrisy. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. You got that right. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time. And any of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all of the secret words that you've been gathered that match yours. Look at all of the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them just as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. Whoa, I'm not even 14 and this is deep. Well, it's like what I said. A problem shared is a problem halved. People can't help you if they don't know what the problem is. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed, and I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting, and every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. Well, as saying, if you can't feed 1,000 people and just save one, feed one. Same thing, really. Kind of like, I want to say Markiplier, that story about the starfish. You know, a little boy comes out and he throws starfish back into the ocean, and people say, what's the point? You're not going to save all of them. Doesn't matter. Well, it mattered to that one. I'm bad at analysing, but it's been 2 hours. By leaving comments, you've helped spread the message out to others. You help spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. I can think of a contradictory situation, but let them have it. But not us. We're all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you for not only placing your name in the credits at the end of the game, so the world knows of your good deeds in spreading the word and participating, but we've also got another surprise for you. Not gonna like surprises. Everyone who has left a comment on our titles and continues to do so on future titles will be put into the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names from those who have leave comments in all our titles and putting our right names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of the lore, or a character named after them, and much more. Well, that's brilliant. You've contributed your time and energy and helped others in need. We want to make sure you're commemorated for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. As far as your secret word goes, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You'll plug your secret words into a different part of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set of your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and the decisions we make and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. That's brilliant. You helped shape it, you helped make it what it is, and we will be sure to continue to add more and more players into lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles all the way up until its official release. And again, to commemorate those who participate across all of our titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left to us. From the bottom of our heart, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. And from the developers, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes, but you've earned it. If any of these games even saved one life, it was all worth it. And that means that you're part of that. You're a part of saving someone's life. Most people will live their entire lives never having done something special like that. Even if you didn't particularly find anything useful yourself from the test series, just by you spreading the word, you've helped others who do find something beneficial from this series, who really could use help in their time of need. As shown in the plethora of positive and inspirational comments left on the series as a whole, so thank you for spreading the word and helping so many people who really truly need it. Some will never go entire lives with living selfishly, never lifting a finger to help someone else who needs it, personally benefits themselves. I'm sure you met some people like that in your lifetime. That's okay. That's a place for all types of people in the world. We need people like that to create balance. We need the selfish with the selfless. We need the good with the bad. We need the happiness with sadness. We need it all in order to appreciate what we have and we don't have. But these games have helped. I can't read it so fast. It's on the screen. It's there. Pardon me. They mean something to someone, even when they don't feel like it, they do. Trust me, you do. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for encouraging other people to be a part of this. Thank you for spreading something so uniting in such a divisive world. Can't read. Thank you for opening up your heart and your mind in order to create acceptance, not only for everyone else, but for yourself as well. Even our differences, we aren't so different after all, and we're in a world together. Let's make it a happy stay for everyone. I get it. So if someone got the same word as you, speak of the devil. We'd also like to give a very special shout out to Markiplier and his community for supporting us through our other titles. It has really meant so much to us as long-time fans, and the amount of joy you bring to the rest of the world through your content and your community support is second to none. Thank you for being you, and we really hope we get to punch a note at some point in the near future. We want to wish you all the best in your future endeavours, and may your life be flooded with the happiness you deserve. Aww. Well, I don't think Mark has played this yet. I only played it because I found it on Steam. Well, we know something Mark doesn't know. Ooh. As a side note, anyone and everyone who has taken the time to be here, we have also developed a game titled The Testing Chamber, which can be considered connected to the Test Trilogy in a very special way, so feel free to check that out, as we think it's quite a unique experience. Well, that was better than counselling. I mean, I paid £1.60 for it, but that's cheaper than a therapist. And I felt, what's the word? I don't have a word. I've been feeling better about myself since I've been taking this. Tell me to prioritise myself. And when I look back, I don't do it all that often. And a lot of things I do is sometimes out of obligation because I don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. If you enjoyed that the Test Trilogy has to offer, then we truly believe that you'll love the play style of the Testing Chamber, as it takes everything that its predecessors offered and amplifies the experience to an unprecedented degree. We generally hope you give the Testing Chamber a chance, as we spend countless hours of passionate development making it what it is, and we hope after playing it that it means as much to you as it does to us. In the meantime, we'd like to recommend our title, The Advisor, to you. We feel that it provides a great opportunity for player-developer interactions and allows players to cast their vote on where the story should head. It's a choice matter style of game that's never been done before, as you, the player, are responsible for how the story is written in future episodes. Thank you for listening to us pour our hearts out about passion projects. We put a lot of time and effort into what we build, and we just want the same thing that everyone else wants in life, a chance. That being said, keep a hold on your secret words. You're gonna need them for when you're chasing demons. Hey, Destiny. I will peel the truth from... Oh, bugger. She loves me. Pause the video when you get to that part. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Yeah. She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll, and in her cell, may she rot. And the thank you for Markiplier again. Okay. Was that a prequel to... Not a prequel, a sneak peek to the other games I mentioned? And Space with Markiplier? Okay. Let's let the credits roll. That was very heartfelt, so that's good. Yes, I will be playing Space and Markiplier when it comes out. And who knows, there may be another song for me to laugh at. Title scheme, The Art of Dad Joke. Visor, The Journey, The Horoscope. The Horoscope, Final Awakening, The Confession, Medieval Fantasy, The Twins, The Summoning, Survive or Thrive, Survive or Die Land. They're all there. The Test. WTF is wrong with you? Many more. It's quite long. Yeah. You know, I'm going to end the video here, but instead of putting my outro, I'm going to let the list play. So, see you in the next video. Be sure to hit the like button before you go and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you soon.